Hello again, this is Adam with Cool Media, and we're diving back into the treasure chest. Only this time, we're doing something a little different. See, in the past, treasure chest has been about diving in, finding the rarest games in my library, trying them out for a little while, and determining whether they're worth paying the exorbitant prices to get a copy for yourself. Well, this time, I just feel like playing through this particular game to completion. I'm just in the mood to give it the full treatment, mainly because it's one of the rarest games in the library that we have. It is Koudelka on the PlayStation. It is one of the last RPGs to release on the original PlayStation before the PS2 came into the picture. It's made by a company that's made up of people who used to be with Square. And it's also the predecessor to the Shadow Hearts series, which is also extremely rare, or at the very least the first one is. And yes, I do mean it when I say this is one of the rarest games in our library. In fact, this bit from GameEye shows that it's in the top 12, at number 12, but still up there. And if you need further proof, I checked eBay. You want a copy for yourself, you're spending at least 300 bucks. Yeah, this is a rarity. A very rare rarity. And it deserves more than just an hour or so. It deserves all the attention I can give it. And yes, I am playing the actual discs. I know that the ROMs are available for download, and I know there are very good PS1 emulators. But whenever it comes to these, I always insist on actually having the physical thing. And in this particular case, I had Koudelka for a long time. In fact, right here. Here's a look at all 4 of the discs. Yeah, I keep my games in books rather than in their original cases, simply to save room. But let's go ahead and get going. And like always, when it comes to a PS1 game, I'm playing it on my PS3 simply because plenty of space on the hard drive for memory cards. The only time I won't do that is when the time comes that I actually tackle the GunCon games. Those I absolutely have to use on the PS2. But let's get going. Yeah, this game is made by former Square acolytes. Can you tell? There were limited ads for this game back when it first released, but I was still keen to play it because of the fact that it's basically mixing horror and RPGs. And Square had done that before. One of my favorite games of all time is Parasite Eve. Oh, this is even taking place on Halloween. You may be wondering why am I not playing this on Halloween? Well, I have other things in mind for that.
Too early, Angel. I'm not dead yet.
Not yet, but it looks like you're going to die soon.
Maybe. But you'll have to pardon me while I tend to some unfinished business first.
Business? What can you possibly accomplish in your condition? You can't even hold your gun steady.
Well, no, unless I try. That thing's not gonna die unless I shoot it 2 or 3 times. Damn it! Here, use this.
Yeah, this game plays very much like a tactical RPG. At least to a degree. It's not like playing Final Fantasy Tactics or something like that. Learn the spell Flare. I guess this game doesn't have analog control. Not even as an option.
Hey, what about him?
He's dead.
Really? Thank you. So I guess my time is up. Hey, Angel. I'm not gonna ask you to take me to heaven. But will you pray for me at least?
Are you out of your mind? There's no bloody way I'm going to pray for you. But I guess I owe you because you saved me too. Payback time. Shut up. Keep it down. Okay, let's go. Stand up or I'll leave here.
What happened? It doesn't hurt anymore. I'm cured.
Yeah, and so I cured you, so what?
You? You cured me. But I was almost dead. I'm confused. So you really are an angel?
Don't be foolish. Do you really think that there are angels on Earth? I'm no angel. I'm just a medium with a little curing.
I'm Edward J. Plunkett. I know I look pretty shady, but you don't look too wholesome yourself.
No, I'm not like you. And this is no place for people like you. Why did you come here?
I heard a rumor.
A rumor.
I heard something in London. That the son of some rich family bought an old monastery. Spent a ton of money to convert it into a house. I heard he brought quite a lot of harlots here. Seems like he was having a great time.
So, where is this monastery?
That's what I want to know. I came all this way to put a poor man for God into this rich bastard. So far, I haven't found anything. Then this monster attacked me. I almost got killed. If you'd come any later, no doubt I'd be singing hymns in his stomach right now.
Shouldn't have bought such a good horse. She's too fast.
Too bad you won't be hearing me sing those hymns. When I was a boy, I was a pretty good soprano.
If you don't stop talking, I'll leave you here. My name is Koudelka, and I'm only going to say this once, so don't forget. If you want to get out of here alive, I suggest you stick very close. Got it?
Charmed, I'm sure.
Yeah, Koudelka's definitely not the typical kind of protagonist. But let's see. Now, Koudelka has the ability to heal. Let's see. Okay. I have nothing else to equip. At least not for her. But I could give him a knife. Better than him having nothing. Even though this does have the look of a Resident Evil, at the very least this game doesn't involve the tank controls. Not that I have a problem with tank controls. I'm more comfortable with them than with some of the other control setups that have gone into Resident Evil in later years. But I know there are plenty of people who hate them. There should be a button to run. Oh, it's the triangle button. Pistol rounds. Well, no shit. You don't have... Did they really have to ask if I wanted to pick them up? Yeah, fortunately this is an RPG, not a Resident Evil clone, so... No limit on inventory. Of course, since this is an RPG, the game does have random battles. Okay, an axe. That should be better than that knife. And you know what? I need to switch the controls here. Yeah. Menu at triangle. Run and close at circle. That's much better. Okay, the axe will definitely boost his attack strength and his vitality, but it will drop his dexterity and agility, meaning he won't make moves as quickly. I could have. I could have sworn that I should be able to save in these rooms. I still don't get why they have to ask you if you want to pick it up. It isn't like a Resident Evil game in which You have limited inventory space to jockey. Roaches. And they look like rad roaches. Well, they would be if this was Fallout. Okay, definitely bump up her vitality. I could have sworn I should be able to save here. Or maybe that's after I've gotten... Maybe that's after I've gotten the map. Okay, what do those list elves do? Oh, apparently they won't tell you. Or at least not here. Maybe they'll tell you if you try to use them in battle. Don't tell me this is one of those cases in which if you don't have the manual on hand, then you miss out on a whole bunch of info. What the hell is that? What the hell was that? Bump up his vitality, bump up his strength. Oh, there it is. If there's one issue with this game, is that it can be a bit hard to spot items to pick up. Nice light show, didn't hurt any. They look threatening, but they're not really that powerful. Whiskey. Yeah, it would have been nice if this game did do one thing that Resident Evil did. And that's anytime there's a critical item, have it sparkle on the floor or something like that. Panacea. Found a dirk hidden behind the picture frame. I wonder, can I set Koudelka up to have two weapons? That way if any enemies ever get close, I could just stab them. No, you can have one weapon equipped at a time. It looks like status ailments at the very least don't last past a battle. I swear, the magical attacks look spectacular for the PS1 era, but they're apparently far weaker than if they just ran up and slapped me. Okay, let's bump up her intelligence. Try to get her magical abilities stronger. Oh, that's one carryover from Resident Evil. Having to hit the accept button in order to go downstairs. There's an old couple in the room, Ogden and Bessie Hartman, who say they're the caretakers of the Dementon Monastery.
How unusual that you two have decided to come to our rural district. There's really nothing interesting here.
It has gotten so cold outside. We weren't expecting any visitors. The soup is all we have. Please, have as much as you want.
Oh, yes, please.
Thanks. It smells great.
Wouldn't you like some, dear? Don't you like potato soup?
No. It's not that. I'm all right for now. Thank you for your hospitality, though.
No trouble at all. Please let me know if there's anything we can do. We are the only ones who live here, and it's so rare that we get any visitors.
So are you two really the only ones who live here?
Why do you ask?
Well, it was pretty foggy, so I couldn't tell for sure. But this building looked like an old church or something. Seems a little big just for the two of you.
You're right. In the 9th century, a saint from Ireland named Daniel Scotius built worship here to appease monsters and evil spirits. That was how the Nemeton Monastery started. Or so I heard.
Monsters. Is that right?
Yes. What about them?
You might not believe this, but we saw a monster on our way here.
Is that so? You saw it too?
You mean that monster's been around for a while?
Well, we've been taking care of the monastery for a number of years, but from about 6 months ago, monsters have been appearing.
We see them more and more every month.
I used to be a sailor. I'm not afraid of any monsters.
Oh dear. What if something terrible happens to you?
We almost got killed back there. Now we're out of bullets.
That's not good. The monsters might try and attack you again. I'll spare you some bullets.
Thanks, that'd be great.
Looking after others. He's so wonderful at that.
So, have you two been together long?
Yes, quite a while. Now, all he does is paint and maintain this old building. That's his daily routine. But back in the old days...
Thanks, Ogden. I owe you one.
I will say the load times are a bit on the lengthy side. Now, is there anything else in there? Okay, it's been locked back up with the red key.
Now this would make good rations. Let's take some with us.
I can't believe it. Are you still hungry?
I didn't have anything to eat or drink for 3 days. Of course I'm hungry. Speaking of which, you wasted all of that food. What's wrong with you?
Yeah. If it weren't poisoned, then I would have had some.
Pardon?
I said, if the soup weren't poisoned, then I would have had some. Got it?
Poison. No way.
Just a little bit. I smelled some poisonous plant.
What's happening?
Oh, I can tell you how you're going to feel. In about half an hour, you won't be able to move your body. If you don't find an antidote, you'll definitely die.
So they really were trying to kill us. But why?
Don't know. They're quite used to doing it this way. They must be hiding something. Listen, Edward. I'm going to try to cure you now. But you have to promise that when I do, you won't get mad and rush back to that couple right away. It's safer if we pretend we're dead and continue exploring this building. I think we'll find something interesting for sure.
Quit yakking and heal him. Now, I noticed a few audio glitches that popped up during the talkie bits. I think it may be because these discs are rather old and not exactly in the best of shape. Okay, this way takes me back back over here. One nice thing I could say is they do keep a variety of enemies. In a lot of RPGs, you'd be facing the same thing over and over again, especially in the beginning area. Now, I wonder if the whiskey can be used as Molotovs or something like that. Okay. It looks like there's nothing useful here. This is exactly what I'm talking about. It'd be very nice if there was a flash or something like that to tell you that there was something useful. Otherwise, you end up just hammering the X button all over the place, hoping to stumble across something. Roaches and spiders in the kitchen. At least I think that's a spider. Good, more ammo. Looks like I got that door or the door over here. I guess I'll try the door over here first. Sledgehammer. Okay. Is that stronger than the axe? Yes. Slight bump up on strength, but the biggest benefit is the fact that it gets his dexterity up. Okay. Is that pipe a weapon or what? Yes. Slight bump up on strength, only a very slight dip in dexterity. Let's switch to the fire pipe. Yeah, I could definitely see the load times being a bit of an irritation. Something's not right. There's a man collapsed on the ground. It looks like he's passed out. There's nothing out of the ordinary here. As you try to move deeper into the herb garden, a giant plant attacks you. Boss fight? Okay, that should be close enough to actually hit him. I missed that message. Now that should be close enough. It is kind of nice that they gave me exactly the tool that was perfect for the job, right before the boss. Icon's necklace. And learn the spell geyser. Okay, so wakey wakey.
My head. Oh, what happened? Oh, yes, that's right. That monster.
Who on earth are you two?
Hey, we rescued you, and that's your way of saying thanks?
Little did I know that these days were into rescuing perfect strangers.
You.
My name is Koudelka, and this is Edward. Would you mind telling us how you ended up collapsed on this path?
My name is James. James O'Flaherty. I've been searching for something, and it took me to the monastery. Little did I know that it'd become a breeding ground for demonic spirits.
Then how did you get in here dressed like that?
Through the main gate, of course. The caretakers welcomed me with open arms.
That husband and wife team? And the food? Was there no poison in your food?
What are you talking about? Are you out of your mind?
Those caretakers tried to poison and kill us.
That's not funny. I find it inappropriate for you to try to dupe an upstanding believer of the Christian faith.
So nothing happened to you then?
Of course not. Not until I encountered that monster.
Yeah? And we're the ones who took care of that monster. Far be it from me to expect any words of gratitude from you.
I see. And I can tell from your appearances that the power of your faith alone was not enough to smooth things out with that monster.
It wasn't the kind of problem that faith alone could solve.
Ugh.
Bicker, bicker, bicker.
Look at this plinth. It's broken now, but holy water ran from it until recently. But I've become distracted. Almighty God, please give me the strength to ward off these monsters.
I can see that we've wasted our time here. Let's go, Koudelka.
Just a minute. Although I'm under the protection of the Lord, it doesn't hurt to take precautionary measures. I think I'll go with you.
With the monster gone, the font is once again filled with holy water. You can save here. It's shining with a sacred light. It appears to have been purified by the holy water. Okay, so the holy water fonts are the only places where you can permanently save, where you can completely save. And with that, I think that's as good a place as any to stop for the moment. Yeah, unlike other cases of treasure chests in which I would just give a first impression after a little bit of game time, this one I do intend to actually play all the way through. Besides, I've put AMP3 on hold while we're in the warm weather months. I won't go back to it until it actually starts to get cold again. This will give me something to marathon in the meantime. Anyway, like what I'm doing, give a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Have any questions, comments, suggestions for other extremely rare games for me to check out, if I can find them? Drop them in the comments below or send them at Twitter right there. Next time, I'm starting something brand new that I hope will actually bridge the gap between my love of games and my love of movies. Now, it's not going to be as easy as just looking at something like GoldenEye or something like that. No, I'm going to do something that I definitely haven't been seeing around. Isn't that just like this channel, huh? Well, take care and game on.